Today, we're thankful for many things, and you can add this matchup to the list. Get ready for the Bills and the Saints, coming up next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this place to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They're squaring off against a... Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Bills for their first go on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his fourth season, it's Josh Allen.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 68 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Right back to Singletary on second down. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. Leading him out at quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago: 12 carries, 53 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Again, Kamara. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and goal, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Cody Parkey for the field goal, a 19-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To the air, Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st down, Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 15. 1st down, Buffalo.
After 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
That takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a side, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. Now Allen. Left side caught by Diggs.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing now is Allen. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That catch good for only a couple. On second and goal. Allen. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Winston.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it helped scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Winston. And this one's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jameis again. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. To throw, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get. He was trying to shake the fence.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday night football. But let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Check 26, check 26.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10.
Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Winston from the gun on third down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
On the return, it's McKenzie.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Singletary to get the drive started. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Singletary. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
That was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the last, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. To look that way, we'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Touchdown! It's complete. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Throwing, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Pushes past him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know that.
And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I'm gonna hit you all day.
He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
If you were me, you do
And
this
he
too.
is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Parkey adds the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Saints 16. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play change. Changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say at the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But John Glenn was taking care of the 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Harris. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Winston. It's complete. Kamara. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Winston to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Working with a 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more of that chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.